If you think digital products only sell well around holiday times like Christmas and Halloween, you couldn't be more wrong. And that's a good thing. The truth is, you can create digital products that sell year-round, and you don't need to be an influencer or a tech genius to do it. What you do need is to know what works, what's in demand, and how to approach it the right way. So today, we're talking about how to create evergreen digital products. I'm talking about products that stay relevant no matter the season or the latest viral fad. Products people are already searching for right now and will still want next year. Products that sell on autopilot while you focus on other things. Let me walk you through it step by step. Step 1. Understand and pick an evergreen niche. The first thing you need to know is that evergreen products solve consistent, ongoing problems or help with universal goals. These are things people will always care about, like planning their wedding, getting organized, or improving their health. Think about it. People get married every month of the year. Entrepreneurs are constantly looking for ways to be more productive, and fitness is a huge priority for millions of people, no matter what's going on in the world. That's where we're going to focus. Now, let's break this down and get specific. Let's say you want to create a wedding planner template. Why? Because weddings happen year-round, and people love using digital planners to stay organized. The beauty of selling a wedding planner template is that it's customizable, reusable, and appeals to a massive market. Couples are willing to pay for something that makes the overwhelming process of wedding planning a little easier. Here's how you'd approach creating one. Step 2. Research. Don't just jump into Canva and start designing blindly. You need to understand what couples actually need in a wedding planner. Head to websites like Etsy and search for wedding planners to see what's already out there. Pay attention to what sells well. Look at the reviews and notice what people are saying. What do they love? What's missing? You're not copying, let me make that clear, but you are learning. This is where you gather ideas and figure out how to make your product stand out. I recommend jotting down any ideas that jump out to you in a dedicated space like a notebook or a Google Doc. Something else that's useful to note down is the keywords that you come across. What words do you see coming up again and again across different top listings in the images, titles, and descriptions? These are keywords that will become super important for you later, so write them down. By the end of your research session, you should have a clear idea of what you want to create and sell. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I don't recommend trying to make your product wildly unique, but see if there are areas or angles that would help you stand out. Step 3. Decide on and plan your product. Let's say we're creating a detailed wedding planner. The first thing we'd want to do is outline the sections for the planner. Most wedding planners include things like a budget tracker, a checklist for tasks, a calendar for important dates, and a guest list manager. Think about how these sections flow together. What's the logical order for someone planning a wedding? If you're not sure, spend some time watching wedding planning videos on YouTube or reading articles. This will help you get into the mindset of your customer. No matter what product you're creating, it's important to plan it out first. Step 4. Design your product. Canva is my go-to for projects like this because it's beginner-friendly and packed with tools that let you create professional-looking designs without a steep learning curve. For me, I'll open up Canva and choose a size for my planner pages. Standard A4 dimensions work well because they're easy to print. From here, I can start building each section one by one. When you're designing, keep it simple and user-friendly. The goal isn't to make the fanciest product on the market. It's to make one that's clear, functional, and looks good. Use fonts that are easy to read and colors that are calming or match the theme. In my wedding-related examples, pastels or neutrals would work well. As you design, ask yourself, if I were a customer, would I use this? If the answer is no, tweak it until it works. Step 5. List your product. Once my planner is made, I can export it as a PDF. Why a PDF? Because PDFs preserve your design and are universally accessible. Before I start selling, I can test my template by sharing it with a friend or family member who's planning a wedding. You want to make sure your product is easy to use and doesn't have any awkward formatting issues. Once it's polished, you can upload it to a platform like Etsy or Gumroad. Write a detailed description that highlights how your products help people solve a problem. For example, I can talk about how my wedding planner helps the bride and groom stay organized and save time. Use mock-ups to show off your design because visuals sell. Now, let's apply the same process to other niches so that you can get an idea of how to go about any digital product that you make. Let's talk about productivity tools for entrepreneurs. This is another category with year-round demand. Entrepreneurs are always juggling a million tasks, and they're willing to pay for tools that help them stay on top of everything. Whether it's a daily planner, a goal-setting worksheet, or a project tracker, the key is to solve a specific problem. For example, if you notice people struggle with managing their time, you could create a time-blocking planner. If goal setting is the challenge, you might design a goal-setting template with space for action steps and deadlines. The process for creating these tools is similar to the wedding planner. Research comes first. Go to Etsy, Pinterest, or even Google and type in productivity tools for entrepreneurs. See what's popular. Read reviews. Pay attention to what people are asking for or complaining about. Once you've identified a gap or a need, start brainstorming. What would a tool that solves this problem look like? How can you make it simple yet effective? When you're designing productivity tools, keep the layout clean and professional. Entrepreneurs don't have time to fuss with complicated designs. They want something they can glance at and immediately understand. Use Canva to create your templates, and remember to test them before you sell. If you're making a time-blocking planner, for example, use it yourself for a week. See if it actually helps you manage your time. If it doesn't, tweak it until it does. Testing is where you catch little issues that could frustrate your customers later. Next, let's talk about fitness meal plans and trackers. This is a massive market because people are always looking for ways to eat healthier and stay fit. The great thing about creating these products is that they're versatile. You can make meal plans for specific diets like keto or vegan, or you can keep it general with a balanced eating plan. The tracker part is where people log their meals, workouts, and progress, and this adds a layer of interactivity that customers love. Creating a meal plan starts with research. You don't need to be a nutritionist, but you do need to know the basics of balanced eating. Look up sample meal plans online and study the portion sizes, calorie counts, and food variety. This will give you a foundation to build on. Once you've got the basics down, decide how detailed you want your plan to be. Are you including recipes, grocery lists, portion suggestions? The more value you pack into your product, the more appealing it will be. When you're designing your meal plan and tracker, keep it clean and motivating. Use bright, fresh colors like green or orange to give it an energetic vibe. Create separate sections for each meal of the day and include space for snacks if you want. The tracker should have a simple layout where people can record what they ate, how many calories they consumed, and how they felt. If you're including a workout tracker, add sections for exercise type, duration, and intensity. Again, test your product before selling it. Use it for a week or share it with someone you know who's into fitness. Make sure it's practical and easy to use. At the end of the day, creating evergreen digital products isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's about solving real problems with practical, well-designed solutions. Take your time with research, design with your customer in mind, and always test before you sell. When you do this right, you're not just making something that sells, you're making something that helps people, and that's what keeps customers coming back. Which evergreen digital product are you thinking of creating? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.